What's up, WordPress Warriors? It's Patrick Gallagher. Today is Monday, December 30th. Yeah. And I wanted to get this quick video out to you. Some of you have already completed a survey like this. If you have, completely disregard this. Or if we have already set up a server for you, like we've done an onboarding call and got your infrastructure as a service credit, infrastructure as a service credits and server applied to your account, you can disregard this. If you have not yet completed a survey like this, please watch all of this and follow along carefully, because if you make mistakes, it'll screw everything up and everything will catch on fire. It'll just complicate things and it'll slow down our ability to get you served as quickly as possible. So below the video here, you should see a number of questions, and we do need you to complete all of them that are marked with red. The ones that are required, we'll say that they're required. The ones that are optional, feel free to not fill those in, but feel free to rant as much as you'd like to in those as well. So let's just run through them quickly and catch you up on where we are with things. So again, this survey, this video, and the survey below is only for people who purchased the lifetime deal, either a pro lifetime deal or a developer lifetime deal. Doesn't matter whether you did the 4-pay or the single pay. If you bought the lifetime deal anytime between right before Black Friday through Cyber Monday, this video is for you and this survey is for you, okay? If you are not a lifetime deal customer, do not complete this survey because it will only screw things up. So what we need you to do is enter in your email address. Make sure to use the email address that you used when you made your purchase. So some of you made a purchase of the lifetime deal and you had a different email address that you used for an existing GridPane account. Please use the email address that you used when you purchased the lifetime deal. If it's the same as your regular GridPane account, great. We need your first and last name. We need your shipping address, not your billing address. We already have your billing address in the system. Otherwise, we would not have been able to process your credit card. So we need your shipping address. Below that, we have cell phone number or SMS enabled number. That's optional. If you want to occasionally get cool, goofy text messages from us, that would be why you would complete that question. Then below that, we have infrastructure as a service provider preferences. Now, some of you that are watching this did not get the lifetime deal early enough in order to get any infrastructure as a service credits. So for those of you that is true, we still want you to complete this. And the reason why is we are always negotiating new partnerships with new providers. And there's always a possibility that we could end up getting a credit for you, even if you didn't get the lifetime deal early enough. If you did get the lifetime deal early enough to get infrastructure credits, and we haven't already sorted you out, you're going to be prioritized earliest based upon first in, first out, okay? So those of you that have purchased it the earliest and given us the green light that you're ready to actually start using these things, you will get prioritized first if we haven't already gotten to you, okay? So you'll see we've got DigitalOcean, Amazon Web Services, Google Compute Engine, UpCloud, and Microsoft Azure. What we want you to do is you need to fill in an answer for every single row. If you're not interested in them at all, then obviously just choose the hell no option here on the far right. But please try to indicate an order, okay? If you put most interested on all 5, then that is not an answer. We're just going to prioritize it as best we can based upon availability of credits. So try to indicate as best you can. If in your mind Amazon Web Services and Google Compute Engine are basically the same, then just choose most interested on those, and then someone interested least preferred or hell no for the other ones, and then we'll know that you'll be fine either way for Amazon Web Services or Google Compute Engine. Just try and give us some kind of indication as to what your preferences are there. Then below that, very important, please indicate your preferred data center region and list at least 2, okay? And so keep in mind, We may not, let's say your preferred provider is DigitalOcean, but based upon when you ordered or based upon how many credits we have available within any given provider, you might actually end up with Amazon Web Services. So we're going to, again, prioritize these things based upon the seniority of the account, the age of the account, and how quickly everyone purchased, and then based upon data center region. So we may not be able to get you DigitalOcean on the East Coast, but we could get you AWS on the East Coast, okay? So give us at least 2 options there. If it doesn't really matter, then you can just say, wherever is fine. Or give us just continental region, United States, Europe, etc. Below that, you'll see t-shirt size. This is required. Now, keep in mind that just because we're asking you this information does not mean that we are going to be sending every single one of you t-shirts. We are hoping to, throughout the course of the year, randomly send out cool swag to pretty much every single customer, whether they got the lifetime deal or not. We just want to have some of this data so that if we know, for example, that you're coming to WordCamp US or WordCamp EU and you're going to be there, then maybe we'll know to have a certain number of shirts available, okay? So this does not guarantee that you're getting any swag. If someone gets swag and they post about it on social media and then you didn't get swag, I really apologize. There was no guarantees of swag during the lifetime deal or during any promotion that we've ever run. This is just for us to theoretically be able to send you something cool and surprise you, okay? Favorite color, also important. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with t-shirt size. Right now we only have 3 colors of shirts. They're gray, green, and black. So if your favorite color is pink, we don't have pink shirts right now anyway, but maybe we would send you something else that's really cool that is pink, okay? Favorite book, that is optional. Favorite hobby, also optional, but the more that we know about you, the more it is that we can kind of tailor, again, cool stuff that we could maybe just surprise you with based around your preferences. And we just kind of want to know, a little bit more about our users. Below that, this one is not required, but it is useful for us. Best availability for a quick chat. So if you've already done a customer onboarding with us, you do not need to complete this. If you've already done like a customer interview, you're a past customer, and myself or Chris or Bobby, one of the senior team members, has already interviewed you, you do not need to complete this. But it's useful for us to have this information no matter what. If we know that, say, Wednesdays between 2 and 3, you're pretty open, then we're much more likely to be able to just reach out to you and ping you via email and say, hey, can you jump on the phone for a quick chat? We wanted to just ask you a few questions. So that's really useful information for us to have. And then the last question is anything else we need to know right now. If there's anything on fire, if there's anything that you've requested of us that you haven't received yet, if there's any lagging tickets, like you have a trouble ticket submitted into the system, but for some reason it got lost in the mix, I'm going to be personally reviewing every single one of these. So if there's something that we need to know right now, feel free to throw that in there. If we don't need to know anything, you can just say, everything's great. Okay, that's a required question, so you do need to answer there. But just basically catch us up on anything that you see as a high priority. If there isn't any fires, if there isn't any high priority stuff, just say nothing, Happy New Year. Okay, so for those of you that, again, have already completed something like this, disregard, you don't need to complete all of this again. For those of you that have been patiently waiting, we thank you for that. Again, we got so overwhelmed by this Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotion, and we've actually ended up having a lot more people signing up even after the fact, and so we're doing everything that we can to get everybody sorted out as quickly as possible and stay on top of support more than anything. So we want to get you your special goodies, we want to get all the cool bonuses out to you as quickly as possible, but we have to prioritize support and the reliability and the features of the platform above all. And so to that end, we really appreciate all of your patience. We had an update that we just pushed an update here today on Monday. We have another update that we plan to push by the end of the week. With New Year's and Christmas, we really kind of got slammed with feature requests, but then also just trouble tickets, and then with holidays and everything else, we're about a week or so behind on all of the various updates that we posted and talked about during the webinar. So if you were expecting something on New Year's Day, I apologize. It's probably going to be Friday or the following week if we haven't already pushed it. Okay, so thank you all for your patience. Thank you again for jumping in with us. with this investment and joining us on this ride. Hope you all had a safe holidays up to now. Hope each and every one of you has a fantastic new year. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.